going on, dude? Like, this is the weirdest thing ever.
Hey, welcome to Tuesday. I'm Ultra David. This is James.
Dude, sorry about the sound. I mean, we didn't do anything. Like, I streamed literally yesterday with Henry.
Yeah.
And everything was fine yesterday.
Yeah.
I left the room and I came back, and now it's messed up. Ugh, God, I hate streaming so much.
I don't know, man.
Streaming is the biggest pain in the world. Ah, man.
Well, I don't know. Technology.
Dude, I'm so frustrated right now. Really
So we'll talk
frustrated.
about some Evo news. Evo schedule has been announced, and there's various other accoutrements going on with respect to Evo.
I'm going to see if I'm going to kill the sound right here, right now.
Why not?
Alright. So, can anyone hear us now still? Can anyone hear us still or no?
Blah. Yeah, they can still hear
they can
us?
still hear us, so that didn't do anything then.
Alright. Look, let's figure it out.
Dude, I'm so
Let's figure it
frustrated
out
right
after.
now. Dude, you know me, like when stuff like this happens, it
do.
drives me absolutely up the
For
wall.
sure. For sure.
God.
So like I said, the schedule for Evo has been released. Not these streams, but you know which games are in which order and so forth. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about the results for a few tournaments, including the Topanga Charity Cup, which was pretty sick. I watched a little bit of that.
Oh, cool.
Hadocon happened. Undefeated of the Southwest happened, which I watched because I've been watching Marvel lately.
Oh, nice. Oh, you did watch it. Okay.
A little bit.
Okay.
Not all of it, but a little bit of it. And we'll also talk about the fact that Yatagarasu is now out. Highly recommended checking that one out. Robo Fortune also, Predator also, so some game news to talk about. We will talk about, or maybe I will ramble about, patching in NRS games and what that has meant for the community, it seems, and sort of some very illuminating conversations I had on forums. And, well, you want to get started with some results here?
Sure, why not? Let's do it. Let's do it. See, okay, now the question is, if I switch cameras, is that going to shut off one of the cameras?
It might.
All right, so here's the David camera.
Hey!
I still see the audio bouncing up. If I switch to James' camera, do I still see the audio bouncing up? So the audio's, okay, it's still bouncing
still
up.
there.
Okay, all right.
Yeah! Stuff. Oh, am I supposed to be doing these
yeah,
results?
you can do the results now. You can do the results
Let's do this. All right, fine. So
let's
let's do Topanga Charity Cup. It was a really cool Street Fighter 4 team tournament that happened in Japan. I guess we'll go over sort of top 8. You know, it was single elim, but that's whatever. We'll do that. Tied for 5th were 4 teams, because that's how it works. One was Haitani Rufus, Shen, Gen, Kindevu Elena, Eita Akuma, and Kabetsu Viper. That's a crazy team that got 5th. Karu Kami, Muscle Kingdom, Honda, Dath, Viper, Ninome, Rose, Kitasenju DJ.
Oh,
also a 5th place team.
Did you actually get to see him play at all?
I didn't see him play at all.
Okay.
No. Then 5th also was Takumi. That's the team name. They had Twiggy, T-Hawk, Mizoteru Blanca, Ooitajin or Uitajin. Chun-Li, I don't know, Anton, Goken, then Reiketsu with Vega, sick. Then 5th, also Kachitagari, which had Fudo Fei Long, Sako Elena, Tokido Akuma, Choco Blanca, YHC Mochi Dawson. That team got 5th? Wow.
Is it single elimination again, though?
I'm pretty sure it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I'm just curious if we got quieter or not. Did we get quieter, or are we still just as loud as we were before? So, because I'm trying to figure out what the heck is going on here.
3rd place, team collaboration, which was Mad Catz, FGC, Pepidai. Mad Catz, FGC, Pepidai? Is that accurate?
What?
That's what Shuriken says right here.
See.
FGC, Expugera, Ibuki, Justin Wong, Rufus, Ryan Hart, Sagat, and Pumko Seth. Well.
What position was that?
That was 3rd place.
Okay.
Also 3rd place was Shinjuku Taista Mura, which was Inko Rufus, Kyoku Yang, Nishikin Blanca, Akimo Elena, and Tonpi Viper. Then 2nd place was Shinonga, which had Daigo Umehara, Evil Ryu, Mago Yang. Whoa, I hear myself.
Right. I just wow, that was
Bonchan Sagat, Mise Makoto, and Oshino Adon. Then winner of the whole thing, actually this is a pretty good team right here. Topanga, which was Momochi Ken, Kazunoko Yun, Nemo Rolento, Jiobin Ryu, and Nyanshi with Sagat.
So that was the winning
That
team.
was the winning team.
Okay.
But all of that was ridiculous. And if maybe people didn't get a chance to watch because the whole Nico thing, but I didn't get a chance to watch that much of it either. But what I did was really, really good.
Okay.
I mean, look, there's so many good players there. I don't know how it can be anything but amazing. It was an 1,100 person event, gigantic event, 225 full teams of 5 persons each.
Right.
So.
I mean, someone here says that Kazunoko kind of won by himself. So.
Yeah. Wow.
So you didn't get to see the
I didn't get to see that much. I'll tell you what I saw in the grand finals was Jiobin playing against an Adon, who I guess was Oshino Adon, and he reacted to Jaguar Kick with Ultra, and I was like, yeah, Jiobin. That was sick.
Nice.
So that was good. Shout out to Topanga. A considerably smaller event took place in Northern California, which was Hadocon. Hadocon number 7.
Okay.
And at that tournament, in Street Fighter 4, the top 8 was BJ Unchained Cody, Tiger Sean with Sagat. 5th were XSK Samurai, Evil Ryu, and Tangent DJ, 5th place. Then 4th was White Tower Hamad with Faye. 3rd was Kelvin with Rolento, Yun, and Hugo. 2nd place was Julio Yun. 1st place, Snake Eyes, Zangief.
No surprises there.
Yeah, that was good. And then I actually watched
I mean, it feels like it's like Snake Eyes and Julio are like the 2 of the biggest threats right now, huh?
I think that they're both really good.
Yeah.
No doubt about that.
Remember last week when we were trying to determine the top 10 in America and we couldn't name the 10th person? Julio is actually a pretty decent guy to throw in there.
I'm in there. So I think that's reasonable.
Yeah.
I watched most of the Marvel thing because, like I said, I've been actually watching Marvel lately.
Right. So you actually got to watch the whole thing.
No, I wouldn't say I got to watch the whole thing, but I did get to watch some of it, including the YouTube videos that were put up pretty shortly thereafter. Top 8 for Marvel was Shorty with Magneto Dormammu Doom and Spiral with Magneto Dormammu Dante. Then Hi I'm Nasty 5th with Captain America Iron Man Skrull, and Snowcone 5th with Nova Doom Virgil. 4th was Hanzo Gonzo with Taskmaster Amy Doom.
Really?
Hanzo's actually pretty good.
But he hasn't been playing forever, though.
I think he's just a pretty good fighting game player, honestly.
Oh, yeah. No, he is. He's really good.
I remember when we had that what was it? Aftershock.
Yeah.
Where it was Team Northern California versus Team Southern California. He was NorCal's MVP.
Yeah, he really was. He blew up the whole on the second. It was the second round. After the first round. Yeah, the second round when all the good NorCal players got defeated, they were like, well, and then Hanzo somehow beat a bunch of people.
That's right.
So.
That's right. Yeah. Although he lost to.
He eventually lost to.
No, I'm thinking before the actual tournament, he got his butt kicked by Andrew.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
By Andrew. The commentator. And I ripped on him, but then he did well. So anyway, 3rd place was Tequa with Zero Doom Virgil. Then 2nd was XSK Samurai, Magneto Doom Virgil. And winner of the whole thing, Apology Man, Firebrand, Doom, and Super Skrull. He looked good. He looked good. They kept talking about how having Virgil as anchor against that team was suicide.
Really?
But it makes sense. Virgil has assy incoming options.
Right, no way to get in,
And he's like a useless anchor.
Right. It's true.
Which is different than often is the case. So.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. And then Snowcone won Mortal Kombat X with like the easiest character in the game, which is Covert Ops Sonya Blade.
Oh, okay. Is she considered?
She's not the best character in the game at all, but she's just like the same today as she was.
Oh, right. Gotcha.
And that's not. She got nerfed a little bit, and buffed a little bit, but like, it's just a overhead or low. It's like super easy.
Okay.
Apology Man won Smash Bros for Wii U with Captain Falcon and Lucario.
Okay. Good stuff.
Okay. I couldn't find results for Undefeated of the Southwest.
Yeah, I tried to find it and I couldn't find any information on that as well. So
That sucks.
unfortunately, so all I know is I heard Driftwood got into grand finals of Street Fighter 4.
What?
So there might not have been very many good players there.
So it really was a Marvel tournament, huh?
Yeah. Damn. But yeah, Marvel. I don't remember, but I know a bunch of good players went to that. So a whole bunch of really good players were out there. Like I know Clockwork was there. Obviously, Angelica was there. I think Angelica and Clockwork even had an exhibition match between
They
each other.
did.
and
I
stuff,
watched that.
so-
King Blue River was also there. He had an exhibition.
Right.
It was cool.
Yeah. Cool.
Also, who was it? Cloud was there.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right.
It was a good one.
Yeah.
It was a good event.
Dude, Wentinel just posted up a new video of a new Dormammu relaunch Infinite,
I saw it.
which was sick.
It was not an Infinite. It's just,
not Infinite. Yeah, it's just a relaunch. It's the like one of the first solo relaunches with Dormammu because that character has not been able to do well with relaunches.
Right.
Doesn't look easy to do.
Right.
Not easy to time, but it's just so sick that people are still finding new things like that in this game. So there's still places to go for this game. It's hopefully get. I mean, it's interesting to have a team that does blow up an Anchor Virgil, right?
Right.
Because Anchor Virgil has always been considered such a problem for so many people.
Right.
So there you go.
Okay, so thanks for the link
Oh, the
to
challenge bracket.
the challenge
yeah.
bracket from Compang, maybe.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Top 8s were, well, actually 9th place was Angelic.
Well, he's okay. So if people don't know, he's been having a little
that's
physical
right.
condition right now. He's been having a little trouble playing. It's different than what it's like a really severe kind of carpal tunnel.
Yeah,
or
it's
something
not
like
what
that.
I have. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like this weird problem. He just hasn't been able to play as much. He's gone to the doctors and he's trying to figure out. He even had like a little like a GoFundMe to help him a little bit and stuff like that, like we did for Jan earlier in the year. So yeah, so he just hasn't been able to play as well as he's wanted to recently. So,
That really sucks. I really hope he gets that taken care of. It's no good.
right.
Not a good feeling.
Mhm.
So 7th places were Clockwork and Ninja Nam. 5th places were PSG, Ryan LV. I heard Ryan did really well, the Las Vegas player.
Oh,
Yeah,
was
I
that
heard
the
he was
challenge?
really good.
No.
I'm not sure, but I heard he was beating a lot of people.
Right. Okay.
Quackbot also then 4th place was HBox Sora. 3rd place was Clegg. Sick.
Oh, nice.
Then 2nd place was Cloud 805. All right.
Okay.
From my home county.
Okay.
All right. 805 because of our area code there. Then BE King Blue River.
Got first, really?
He
Wait,
did.
where did Clockwork?
7th.
7th. Dang.
7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
King Blue River has actually been playing that, he has Team PR Rog.
Right, yeah. He's been going for that team now. Yeah, for sure.
Shout outs to him for finally
Ryan,
doing something like
Ryan LV plays Mag-Chun Phoenix.
Okay,
Yeah,
there you go.
Okay. That's a different person than I was thinking. I was actually thinking of that Shadowrunner guy who did the uppercuts with the Morrigan assist to keep building the meter. Yeah. So, but Ryan LV was the other Chun-Li that I was thinking. So, okay. Anyways.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
so those are some events that happened.
Yeah, and again, if you're just tuning in, apologies. The microphone is messed up right now. I don't know how the sources got switched. Last time I had the microphones all fixed up, that was because Lewis helped me offcast get that whole thing set up. So I'm going to need his help again. He's in the States right now.
He is, actually.
The thing is, if we want to do anything with Skype, I'm
that's
totally
true,
screwed right now. So, yeah. So I need to figure out what's going on. So.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about that later on.
Yeah.
Ugh. Well, we'll figure it out. Upcoming this weekend, Evo, of course, is next week. We'll talk about that shortly.
Right.
What's coming up this weekend?
So coming up this weekend is, well, first of all, I want just to, I guess there was an announcement that DreamHack is coming to North America at some point in time. So DreamHack, which has always been a European tournament, going to come to North America. It's going to be interesting. I don't think there's really much more details outside of that. So, but coming up this weekend, as they usually do 1 week before Evo, Yipes is bringing Volume 4 of Curleh Mustache West to, I think they're going to be playing at UGC. So they're actually going to be playing this at UGC.
In Southern California.
Yeah, and the list of players looks like that's going to be there are pretty ridiculous.
Wow.
So from Southern California, you have Clockwork, Viscant. He should count as San Diego, right? So
Which is not Southern California. Exactly.
Paradigm, Cloud 805, Rusty Shackelford, Chris G, Killer Kai, Justin Wong, Mini Boss, Corky J, Nerd Josh, Dr. Snake Tits, and J2 Jin.
It's a pretty good list already.
Dude, from Seattle, Kyle P, Darren, and Ratana are showing up. From Arizona, BT, Angelic, and Vizzy Cups, of course.
Nice.
Las Vegas, Hitbox Buttons, Ryan LV, as we just mentioned, Hitbox Dustin,
All right.
I Heart Justice, Hitbox Sora, and Quackbot showing up. Northern California, they're going to come down here, is going to be Shorty, Filipino Champ, Apology Man, CJ Showstopper, PR Balrog, Jeopardy, GC Yoshi, and Taekwa.
Also a pretty good list.
And from Central California, Chris Schmidt and XSK Samurai.
That's pretty stacked.
That's ridiculous.
That is pretty stacked.
That's ridiculous.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's Saturday?
Yeah, that is Saturday, scheduled for July 11th at Ultimate Gaming Center, UGC, in Panorama City. Definitely check IFC's official website or Facebook, but probably going to be streamed on Spooky's channel, I would imagine.
Those typically are.
Yeah, it's usually streamed there. So, but yeah, you can check out ifcyipes.com and you can find out some more information there. So, yeah.
I actually didn't even know that was a website. That's a website?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I think he's been trying to,
Good to know.
build the brand a little more.
Good stuff to him. He should.
Yeah, this is Curleh Mustache West Volume 4. So, should be some fun stuff.
Okay. All right.
So, let me do something quick. And then, of course, as you mentioned, 2 weeks from now is EVO is coming up. Right?
It's like a week and a half. Soon.
Dude, it's ridiculous.
Like next week at this time, I'll be in Las Vegas.
Oh, that's right.
I'm going out there a few days before.
They're leaving early. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah.
So it's coming up soon.
So in a week and a half, it's coming out, and the news train hasn't stopped. There's been more stuff that they've been announcing for this event.
Right.
So, before we even talk about this, I guess we should mention that next week we plan to do a giant EVO Bonanza stream.
Exactly.
Right. So we're going to try to go over all the different games and such and storylines going into the games.
Yes.
So we won't be talking about that now.
Right.
We're just going to be talking about a little bit more of the announcements and stuff, and then hopefully next week we'll be able to go into those details. So.
Yeah, we'll have players to watch, we'll have storylines, we'll have guests to help us out because we don't know much stuff about some of these games.
Yeah.
Honestly. And I don't want to half-ass it. I'd rather have somebody who really knows what they're talking about. So we'll try to get guests. Expect that to be Sunday.
Right.
Sunday evening Pacific time.
Yeah, because as you said, you're not going to be here on Tuesday. So we want to try to get that, and also on a day that hopefully everybody else will be able to be free to help us out with that. So
exactly, that's the goal.
Yep. So first couple of announcements. One is that the pools have been released; they've been being adjusted. I know Tony tweeted out earlier that they're done, but I don't think they're actually done because then he tweeted out a little later that they're still adjusting a little thing. So everything is pretty much going to be done pretty soon. So hopefully soon they will be solidified, cemented, and then we can talk about some of the interesting pools that are going to come up next week as well. Yeah. And then, of course, they announced the schedule.
Here's the schedule, and it's contentious, I will say.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. Obviously, Sunday, the finals on that day will be in order. 9 a.m. in the morning, Guilty Gear Xrd. Then 11 a.m. will be Mortal Kombat X. 1 p.m. will be Super Smash Bros. Melee. 4 p.m. will be Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, second to last. And then last will be Ultra Street Fighter 4.
Right.
I think that was pretty much a given. Ultra SF4 being at the end.
Right.
They said that they're putting Marvel 3 second to last, even though it has, I think, the 6th most entrants.
Right.
As to say, third to last entrants. Because it's just had a lot of success in that time slot.
Right. It's always been one of the highest viewed games.
Right.
So, yeah. What's really interesting to me this year, though, is Street Fighter starting at 6:30. Did it start that early last year?
No, I'm pretty sure it was later,
Like,
but
it was
it did.
8 o'clock, right?
I believe it was later.
Right. So it seems like to me they made a goal this year to try to end earlier in the day,
Yeah.
maybe to accommodate the East Coast viewers a little bit more. Or something
I hope
like
so,
that.
because I
Yeah.
definitely think that's I think part of why Marvel's stream numbers have been so high, because once SF4 comes on the East Coast,
Mhm.
previous years, it's already 11
Right.
or midnight when it's going on. You know, a lot of people have to drop out during that time.
Mhm.
So I like that it's a little bit earlier, because I feel like
for sure.
that lets all of the games sort of get, at least in North America, the views that they could get.
Right. Exactly. So yeah. So I mean, it's because I mean, even if you look at the schedules for Friday and Saturday, things seem to end a little bit earlier as well. Like
Right.
the games are scheduled to stop a little bit earlier. So it definitely seems like they're trying to do something more about trying to end early. That's what I got out of it. So
Yeah, I think
looking
you're
at
right.
the schedule. So yeah.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Guilty Gear first on Sunday. You know, BlazBlue was first last year,
Mhm.
and a lot of people thought that was because, in part, to let Japan watch, because that sort of syncs up with their time in a little bit easier way. It might be the same thing this time.
Yeah, and frankly, Guilty Gear outside of Ultra Street Fighter 4 has the largest percentage of Japanese players. So I think that's just something that they will definitely want to see. So they can watch Guilty Gear, maybe sleep, wake up in time for Ultra Street Fighter 4 or something like that, right? I mean, maybe that works out just right for them. I'm not sure. So,
Okay, well, let's talk about the Friday schedule. So Street Fighter 4 will be Friday. That's going to be pools, quarterfinals, semifinals.
Right.
Street Fighter 4. Persona 4 is entirely Friday. So 8 a.m. pools start. By 2 p.m. you're in quarterfinals. 4 p.m. you're in semifinals. 6 p.m. top 8 on Friday. So so Persona players will be done.
Yes, they're done on the first day.
On the first day. Yeah. I mean, look, that has to happen. There are too many games and there are too many people.
Yeah.
Last year, I think it was Tekken that was
Tekken
over right at the start. And so this time it's going to be Persona. In fact, it might be that Tekken ended even earlier than like 6 to 8 last year. It might have been even earlier than that.
The other thing too is that Persona did this 2 years ago. Wasn't it also the Friday game that ended?
I think this is Persona's first year.
No, because there was the year that Lord Knight made second place, wasn't it?
Am I wrong about that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe
he
you're
was
right.
like super hype and he got like second place, like an American did really well in Persona, and it was really crazy. And I kind of remember that happening on Friday and being hype on a Friday or something like that. So, or something. I don't know. Yeah, this is the second year.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go. So.
All right. At the same time on Friday, Smash Bros. Wii U and Smash Bros. Melee pools will be going on starting at 8 and going on the whole day. It's going to be the entire day of both Smash Wii U and also Melee. Because there are almost 2,000 people in both of those games. And to whittle all that down into one day, pretty tough.
Yeah.
Pretty tough. So it's going to be the whole day. Then Saturday, the first game to end will be Smash Bros. Wii U.
Right.
8 a.m. will be their semifinals, and then it'll be over by 2 p.m.
Right. And this is one of the areas that...
This is the sticky point.
This has kind of made the internet explode at this point in time. Yeah,
right. Yeah. So Smash Bros. Wii U has something like 1,920 people, something 1,950, something like that. A lot of people.
Right.
Third most ever in an EVO game.
Right.
And second most outside of Street Fighter 4.
Right.
This is number 2 ever. And yet it's not on finals day.
But was there more people in Melee or more people in
Smash Bros. Wii U?
Wii U had more.
Wii U had more.
So is this the third highest? Oh, because last year
Street Fighter 4.
Okay.
So basically the order is this year's Street Fighter 4. Second place was last year's Street Fighter 4.
Okay.
Third place is this year's Smash Bros. Wii U.
Right. Okay.
That sucks. I'm just gonna be honest about it.
Yeah.
I think that's really unfortunate.
Yeah.
I understand. Well, look, I was gonna say I understand that they don't want the finals day to be half Smash or 40% Smash. But actually, I don't. I don't like that. Honestly, I would just rather cater to the people who are there.
Right. Well,
that's what I want.
Here's the thing, though. Smash, like if you look at Sunday schedule, Melee is the only one that has a larger block than all the other games. Right. I think it's the only one scheduled for either 2.5 hours
It's 3
or 3
years.
hours, right?
3 hours.
3 hours. If Smash 4 was also on Sunday, it would also be 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So we would probably lose the 9 a.m. game, and it wouldn't even be 40% Smash. It would be 60% Smash all of a sudden. It would almost be 75% Smash. Because you would have 6 hours. You would have 6 hours of Smash.
Well, okay.
And 4 hours of everything else.
All right, fair enough.
Right? So I don't think you could put both Smashes in there, because basically it would run the whole day. Because it would be 6 hours of Smash on Sunday.
I just want to make sure that the Smash scene doesn't feel like they're getting the short end of the stick. Because they are.
Yeah, I mean, I would have liked to see them run at the end of Saturday.
Right. Okay, so let's finish up this schedule for Saturday. So after Smash Bros. Wii U finishes up, that's when Melee semifinals will happen. It's when Killer Instinct quarterfinals will happen. It's when Tekken 7 semifinals will happen. Then Tekken 7 ends, top 8. Then Killer Instinct ends.
Right.
That's the closeout of the day. Killer Instinct, top 8. MKX semifinals, Marvel 3 semifinals.
Right.
So Smash Bros. Wii U goes from 8 a.m. until about 2 p.m.
Right.
And I just think that sucks, man. Like, they have so many more people than Tekken, than Killer Instinct.
Yeah.
Right? I just want to make sure that Smash Bros. Players don't get turned off by Evo.
Right.
Because if I were them, I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
I would say, you guys, you're not respecting the fact that they have 2,000 people, just a little bit under 2,000 people. That's a lot of paying customers. That's a lot of people. And even from Evo's perspective, I'm surprised that they're willing to take the risk that many people would get angry.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I saw Ski Sonic's tweet. Did you see Ski's tweet about it, basically?
I don't think so.
Where he said that he noticed that none of the top 8s are overlapping. And so I think what they wanted to do was make sure that all the top 8s got Premier's stream time, basically the #1 stream, right? And so I don't know if there's a way that they could have done it so that, because it looks like they can't finish KI and all the other games in time to let Smash Wii U be at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you put Smash Wii at the end of the day, like at the time that what's the last one? KI is the last top 8 in the day?
The last top 8 in the day, although both Marvel 3 and MKX go on after that.
Right, but those aren't finals.
They're
those
not
aren't
finals.
top 8. Those are semifinals, right? So it looks like they didn't want any top 8s to overlap.
Okay.
And so Ski basically said that they can't shift the Wii U timing around because then KI or the other games wouldn't be able to finish in time. KI and Tekken, I believe it is, right? That finish on Saturday.
I don't get it. You can just move KI semifinal or top 8 up 1 block and then take these 3 Smash Wii U blocks and put them down at the bottom here.
Right. So that's assuming that. So again, it's weird to me because it looks like they're trying to stop early on Saturday. So I don't know.
Marvel 3 and MKX still go. They still have that final spot.
True. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that. I don't know what's going on in that situation.
I don't know what extenuating circumstances they have, if any. Maybe there are some.
Right.
I don't know. Or if there's something else going on. But I just feel like that is taking a risk that Smash Wii U players will, next year when it comes around to Evo, they'll say, Evo didn't really respect us that much.
Right.
I'm not sure if I'm stoked about it.
Yeah, I guess it's true.
I feel like they could have done better, but like I said, I don't know what the circumstances are.
Right.
That's just how it seems to me.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, I know scheduling these things is really hard.
Oh, I'm not trying to say it's not hard. That's for sure.
See, part of me keeps thinking that there's going to be something that's unannounced at those times. You know what I mean? I have this weird feeling that there may be something else that they're trying to do, and I have no basis for this whatsoever. But it just seems odd to me that they're trying to end those games that early.
I mean, like, even Killer Instinct players were surprised that Killer Instinct was at the end. They were. I saw them on Twitter. They were surprised about it.
Yeah.
So part of what I want to try to kill and what I'm worried that Evo is playing into is the ridiculous stuff that, for example, Joey Belladonna is spouting out right now, which is that Smash is a party game anyways.
Oh,
next
that
year.
stuff, yeah, that stuff is garbage. Whatever.
Yeah, fine,
yeah,
but that's what I'm worried that this sort of plays into.
I don't think so.
And it's sort of like that.
I don't. So in other
I
words,
hadn't heard the timing explanation for no Smash, no double Smash on Finals Day. What I had heard was people saying that they didn't want 2 Smash games because they didn't want Smash to dominate, and they just, like, as a matter of principle, they didn't want 2 Smash games on the Finals Day.
I mean, I also think that that's also just on Sunday you want, you know, as diverse a game set as you can get, right? So I don't know, like I saw a whole bunch of people on stream already saying if there were 2 Smash games on Sunday, they just wouldn't even watch. Like they would just turn off and stuff. So
I mean,
I'm sure that
they can get bent.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Right. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. But as a tournament organizer, as someone putting together a schedule and hoping to try to grow it by getting as much numbers as you can on Sunday, so that you may hopefully you can get better sponsors in the future.
I definitely hear that.
I don't know if that's the right strategy. You know what I mean?
Because
that's
I feel like
the problem.
I feel like it's a question of playing to the stream at home or playing to the people who actually have paid you dollars and are there to support their game.
Right.
They're actually there in person. I feel like they should still be the ones who you're making the decisions for.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah. But man,
that's my feeling. I mean, I don't have anything against Smash being the biggest couple of fighting games, because they are, like, other than Street Fighter 4.
Right.
It is like
that.
Yeah. They are the second and third biggest. And,
right.
And not even by much. Like, they're almost number 1 and 2.
Right. And honestly, if you count, I mean, they said One Frame Link was tweeting out a bunch of stats, right? There's very little overlap between Melee and Smash. Right. And so if you think about it, I think he said it was like 7,000 or 8,000 unique entrants at EVO this year or something like that. But then there's like 3,500 players in Smash, right? So you can probably guess maybe 3,000 of them or so are unique. And if that's the case, they're making up like almost half of the entire attendance.
That's a lot of people to risk pissing off.
Yeah.
Just from a business perspective. So.
Yeah, but I mean, look, there's definitely other ways to look at it as well, right? I mean, a lot of people can. I remember Tekken last year that they ended on Friday. A lot of Tekken players were actually kind of happy about that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Then they could spend Saturday and Sunday, you know, indulging in Vegas life.
Right. I've seen people who are Persona players say the same thing for this.
Yeah. So, I mean, you can look at it that way, I guess. I'm just trying to find a silver lining in the whole thing. I guess. So, yeah.
I just don't want Smash folks to get the wrong message. Or maybe that's not the right way to put it, because it might not be the wrong message. I don't want them to get angry and leave. Right.
No, that makes sense. So, there you go.
Yeah. And then Marvel 3 in the second to last spot. I'm not upset about that, honestly. Even though it's the third least entered game. I know that it's exciting to watch. I know that it has had the highest number of viewers the past 4 years. Which is nothing to. That's a real thing. Okay, you can't discount that. I do wonder, though, and a lot of people have wondered this, if part of the reason for that was the time slot.
Yeah, that's definitely a factor.
Right, and so I wonder if now it will stick with that, because it's been pretty low lately. Marvel 3 numbers on streams have been pretty low lately, and I certainly hope that it won't be the case for EVO. You know, of course, I want as many people to watch that as we can get, but that's what I'm worried about.
Right. Yeah.
That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully that game will. I mean, it's really interesting. That's right. I even forgot to mention this, but Justin started a GoFundMe for that. You know, to try to build some extra pop bonuses for that. But I mean, it just, you know. Someone in the chat said it exactly right. Marvel has the potential to be really good or really boring. And it's honestly dependent on who shows up to the event. Now, for EVO, I'm suspecting that a lot of the best players are going to be there, obviously. So
Yeah.
I imagine top eight is going to be amazing.
I would think so.
Yeah, and just having the story of Justin Wong trying to go in there and repeat, I just think that there's a lot of interesting stories for the game.
I agree.
Yeah,
Actually, yeah.
So, and I'm a big Marvel fan. So
I mean, the fact that the sort of traditional gods haven't been winning lately.
Right. Yeah.
I agree that there could be interesting storylines for sure, and I hope that, like I said, I hope that the game does well.
Right.
And I'm not upset about it being in that second last position, but I do understand other people not liking that.
Yeah, I was actually honestly surprised that Melee didn't get that position.
Me too.
I really thought Melee was going to be second to last.
Same
because
here.
Melee it's just basically the craziest game right
It's
now.
exciting. I mean, it's exciting. It had a lot of people entering it.
Right.
It did break the first record last year, and it was eclipsed by Marvel. But like
that was 2 years.
That was 2 years ago. You're right. It was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But it did do that.
Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I expected to have second place.
Yeah. I mean, again, I think that there's like I said, from the factor of trying to maintain the viewership and stuff like that, I can see the decision though, because Melee could come on and a lot of people who don't like Melee may stop watching the game before Street Fighter, and that's kind of a tough position to be in. You know what I mean? That's kind of as a TO, because you don't want what might happen is that you may have, after Melee is finished, all of a sudden a bunch of people just leave the stream and then the numbers dip really badly before Street Fighter, whereas it feels like Marvel can build into Street Fighter some more. Maybe another game could have built into, like maybe MKX could have built into Street Fighter pretty decently as well, or something like that. But I can understand why you wouldn't put Melee second to last from that kind of maintaining viewership kind of mentality. So
I'm a little worried that Marvel's not going to have those numbers this year.
Yeah. No, I mean,
like I said, I hope it does.
Right.
Of course.
Right.
But that's my concern because it hasn't been doing it lately.
Right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, exactly. MKX building in a Street Fighter is not exactly the most potential thing, but
So part of the issue is that a lot of those games you're going to lose like a big international audience because a lot of people don't follow outside of North America. MKX is not that big.
Right.
Marvel 3 is not that big.
Right.
Melee is pretty big.
Melee is decent.
That's maybe a better way to put it.
Yeah.
So I feel like that might be an issue regardless.
So they could have solved the whole thing just by putting Exert right before Street Fighter.
Could be.
That's what they should have did. Yeah. So there you go.
Well, I mean, I'm cool with MKX at second slot in the day. That's pretty much where I expected it to be. I didn't think it was going to be last or second to last. Like I said, I thought it was going to be Melee, but that's fine. I don't have any squabbles with that. With that.
Okay, cool. But I hope I mean, I'm pretty sure they're all going to be super hype, especially like
usually
Guilty Gear. Blaze Blue would have that slot, but Blaze Blue was the most amazing top 8 last year. So I'm hoping Guilty Gear lives up to that in any case.
It's all going to be good, man. It's all, like every year we always say that Evo is one of the best Evos.
Right.
It feels like almost every Evo gets said that about it.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's probably not going to be anything different this year. Probably going to be a lot of good action.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
I mean, more Evo news.
Yeah, let's talk about more Evo news.
So we announced last week that Evo's giving, including all the pop bonuses, that Evo was giving away about $270,000 worth of prize money. And then Namco announced that they're adding $30K to Tekken 7. So now apparently Evo is officially over $300,000 for prize money, or at least somewhere around there.
Yeah.
So Evo is giving away $300,000 in prize money. I mean, obviously a lot of it comes from the pop bonuses and stuff like that. But I mean, you think about a 2,000 game entrance, right? That's $10 per game. That's $20,000 right there for Street Fighter 4, right?
So crazy.
Yeah, I know, exactly. And what's really cool though is even for games like KI, which are getting $50,000 in pop bonus, they're spreading it down to like the top 16 or top 32 or something like that.
I'm so happy that's happening.
Yeah,
it's top 32, I believe, for KI.
Yeah, so that's really cool.
Because that's what we were hoping for. I mean, as soon as these pop bonuses started getting announced, that was what I wanted to happen. Because having a bigger pot, I feel like it's almost useless to give first place 30 example, $32,000 rather than $30,000.
Right. Yeah.
That doesn't do anything.
Right.
Okay?
Right. No. Yeah.
Nobody cares about that.
But like, if you give like the what is it, like 16 through 32,
Yeah.
like their money back for entering and some
Right.
of their travel money back.
Right.
So, dude, they're Look,
Right.
I'm gonna
That's
tell
what
you
I'm
this
saying.
right now. My favorite Vegas trips, and obviously, if I won a crap ton of money, it would probably be better. But which I've never done.
Oh,
but
really?
I'm just saying, when you go to Vegas and you win enough money to pay for the trip, those are awesome trips.
Yes.
And when I've entered tournaments and I've won prize money that paid for my tournament and like my gas and food, those are awesome tournaments.
Agreed.
Like you're just like I just completely succeeded on this day.
You had a fun day and it didn't cost you anything.
Right, exactly. So it's
Rad.
actually super cool.
Yeah, I'm really happy about that.
Yeah.
I'm really happy. I feel like there's a lot more good done for the scene and for individual players with spreading around the money like that, rather than very slightly increasing what second place or first place gets.
Yep. Okay, cool. But yeah, so that's Tekken is getting 30K. They just announced, I think it was just today, right, that Red Bull is teaming up with Evo and they are doing a salty sweet, an official Red Bull salty sweet, which is pretty sick.
It's totally out of the blue for me. But yeah, it's cool.
Right, like where the heck did this come from, dude?
I don't know.
Just like completely.
I'll tell you this. Can I tell you what I first thought of when I saw that?
What's that?
Man, I bet whoever came up with the term salty sweet wishes that they had trademarked it. But they didn't. They didn't. And now that they did it, and everybody else has been using it for like 5 years or however long,
too late.
it's not going to get trademarked.
Yeah,
that ship has sailed.
Yeah, it's actually a super clever, Dave. Actually,
It
more clever than I even realized until just now. Like, I don't think I got it until just now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The salty and sweet?
Yeah, I think I totally missed that until just now.
It's a good name.
Yeah, that is.
It's a good name.
Damn.
Yeah, it was Gutex.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah. Oops. But apparently,
I mean, look, it's hard to plan ahead and know like what's going to become big or not.
I mean, I even saw Gimmer saying that he's going to be streaming from there as well. So it sounds like they're going to be doing a lot of VG Bootcamp stuff over there as well. So I mean, that's pretty crazy. I saw Red Bull. Apparently, they rented out a giant suite in Paris, and that's where it's going to take place. And that's actually pretty crazy. So, dude, a whole bunch of people are not getting that.
I can't believe that you're
I think it's because I first saw it in text form, and when you see it that way, it's just like all of a sudden it gets ingrained for the rest of your life and stuff. So, I mean, dude, I didn't.
It's not a visual pun.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, I can't believe I never got that until just now.
Yeah,
I'm disappointed in myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's happening.
No, I think that's great, and I'm looking forward to having more info for that because I don't think that there's much out yet.
Yeah. More news. They announced the Indie Showcase for Evo. We'll probably talk a little bit more of that on the Evo preview show, right? Sure. But just to announce the games that are coming out, they're going to be there. There's a game called Duck Game. There's a game called Capsule Force, which is by Iron Galaxy.
They're publishing it.
Yeah, they're publishing it. It's by Clobit, I guess I should say. Duck Game is by someone named Landon Podbielski. I probably.
It's as good as any, man.
Yeah. Combat Core is going to be showing there from Mabmans or MAB Mans.
Okay.
Bad Blood by Winnie Song. Tumblestone, which looks like a shooting puzzle game.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll look
it's got to be something unique, though.
Yeah, by the Quantum Astrophysicists Guild.
Sick name. Sick name.
Dude, I swear. Awesome. I swear you created this company.
Me?
Yeah, it feels like it. I feel like that's something that you would come up. Actually, not enough fart references in there, probably.
Right. Yeah. Science plus farts, maybe me.
Yeah. And then Video Ball, which was there last year,
Video Ball
is going to be there. Yeah, so that's Action Button Entertainment.
Indeed.
Gang Beasts by Double Fine, or I guess Double Fine is publishing it. It's by Bone Loaf.
Great name too.
Dude, these names are amazing.
There's a lot of games. Huh?
Yeah, Secret Ponchos which is by Switchblade Monkeys.
Interesting.
Yeah, so next week when we talk about these games, I'll probably try to play these on stream, the trailers on stream.
Yeah, for sure.
So we can actually look at that. That is, if I can set up the audio properly again for all of our woes here.
Indeed.
So yeah.
But yeah.
But that's really cool.
That's cool. I'm glad how many games there are. I've played a couple of those games in the past.
Oh really? Oh, okay.
I play video ball.
Yeah,
It's really good. So I'm looking forward to the others. Look like some cool art styles in there as well.
Yeah, for sure.
If you haven't seen the list, if you want to check them out, you can go to shoryuken.com, and I'm sure it's front page or whatever. It's up there for sure.
Right.
They also have videos of each of the games. So
in
case you'd like to go play the videos yourselves, like James said, we'll do that when we do the big pre-Evo show. But go check it out now if you're interested.
One of the cool things too, though, is that most of the time when they do these indie showcases, they're almost all competitive games, obviously, because it's Evo, right? So you end up with a lot of really cool things in there. Like I just played Nidhogg for the first time a while ago. That game is sick.
That game's fun.
Really fun. Like I played it against the computer, and I totally was like, man, like I can just totally see this getting super deep.
Yeah, for sure.
Against people, but yeah, so it's really cool. It's really cool.
Agreed.
So yeah. Anime Evo. Should we talk about that when we do the Evo show, the side tournaments?
We really should.
We should dedicate a segment to that.
We really should.
Yeah, because they're doing a bunch of crazy stuff. Mad Cats is helping with that.
Right.
ArcSys is having official 3-on-3 tournaments for Arc Revo stuff. So yeah, let's talk about that.
Okay. Again, big Evo show, pre-Evo show, a couple of days from now, Sunday.
Okay,
What else?
the last thing about Evo that I want to mention, I just wanted to mention this because I think this is super cool.
Yeah.
But Bill Trinen, I don't know, what is he, like a VP or something of Nintendo? He's like one of the guys that you see in all the Nintendo showcases. He's always there with Miyamoto and Iwata and all those guys and and Reggie Fils-Aimé. He's actually entering Evo.
Right.
He is going to enter Evo and play, and somebody said that he's actually, well, better than Reggie, but we saw how Reggie played, so yeah.
Congrats.
But apparently he actually knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
But I think that's because what I thought was super cool is during CEO, Bill Trinen was like tweeting stuff in response to D1's commentary, and he was tweeting stuff in response to the results and stuff like that. So he was just straight up watching the whole thing, and now he's actually entering Evo. I think that's sick.
It is.
I think that's super sick. So yeah. Oh, apparently some people said that he's actually entered tournaments before. That's cool.
That is cool.
That is really cool.
And what's his name is also going to enter, right? Taylor.
Well, he entered like
Hicks,
maybe?
Is that the guy?
He entered a few years ago.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so you know.
I'm just saying. I heard he's going to do it again.
Is he coming back?
That's what I heard. I don't know if that's accurate.
Okay, I don't know.
That was the rumor I saw.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Bill is not planning to go into semifinals and wreck some faces or anything like that, but I'm sure he wants to have fun and compete in the largest Smash 4 tournament in the history of the planet. So
look, when you have a tournament that's almost 2,000 people big, most of the people there don't think that they have a legit shot to win it if they're being realistic with themselves. But it's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
you get good experience. Vegas is a blast. Watching the other games and playing the other games and playing Indie Showcase, all the things you can do there.
Yeah.
It's all just awesome. So
I mean, every year they keep adding more stuff. Like there was an art show yesterday, and they did and all the companies usually set up booths. Like you could play Rise of the Incarnates. You could play a little bit of Xrd last year before it came out and stuff like that. So there's always a lot of things to do. So
yeah, man.
Yeah, there's no news on Jamie Lee Curtis's son or anything like that, but I don't know what's going on in that situation. But if I was Jamie Lee Curtis with how much it blew up the first time, like I just wouldn't even talk about it. I would just show up and just wear the shades, and the hoodie or whatever like that, and just be like, okay, and then leave it alone.
You're probably right, man.
But see, here's the funny thing is, I actually would really love to meet Jamie Lee Curtis's husband. If they do go, I hope that he goes as well. It's Christopher Guest.
Oh, yeah.
Christopher Guest, a.k.a. the Six-Fingered Man, a.k.a. one of the guys responsible for doing all the mockumentary series like Best in Show and A Mighty Wind and stuff like that. So I think that would be awesome, dude. Six-Fingered Man.
Those are good movies.
Oh, dude. I have a complete replica of Inigo's sword up in my bedroom.
Well, that makes total sense to me.
Yeah, I should, dude, if I knew he was going to be there, I would 100%, I would change it so that I would drive to Evo so I could bring the sword, just so I could be like, like sign the sword or something. I don't know, dude. Like that would be so sick. That would be so sick.
Well,
anyways,
probably not gonna happen.
Okay, well, we can take a quick break,
Okay.
and when we come back, we'll talk about some game news, and then probably another break, and then we will have some, I guess, discussions about various topics, hints on the side over here. So, okay. Well, I don't even know how to kill the audio at this point in time.
Oh yeah, good call. Good call. Let's just.
I think I know how to kill the audio.
What are you gonna stop? What are you gonna do? What's funny is that when the audio was being, when it was still being broadcasted before we started, I was like, hey, did you guys hear us talking about the inside scoop on the Razor stuff?
Did you say that?
Yeah, and they were like, yeah, we did, but that's not a real thing. I made it up. It's not real, and we didn't talk about it beforehand. But people said that they heard it.
Well,
so
right.
What's going on there, folks?
Yeah, I mean,
how to explain?
I mean, the biggest problem was though that they did hear the big review.